Vintage Cards 2020 back again, and this time we've got Christmas presents. We got Christmas cards. I got some gift cards early because my family had Christmas early. That was last weekend, so I was able to order some cards and get them in for Christmas. And then I also got, my girlfriend got me a card. I'll show that one next after this one. This is one of the cards I bought with my eBay cards. Whitey Ford, 1954. I've got 12 that I'm going to show off of the 54s, and I got something else. And the hint is on the left. Anyways, I got the Whitey Ford in an SGC5. I want to try to get everything in as high as grade as I can. The card actually looks near mint. It's off-center quite a bit, top to bottom and left to right, but the actual card itself, the condition, I would say it's near mint. Looking at the back, let's see if we can do this real quick. I have a feeling this might be a long video. Very little light edging, tiny corner dot. Like, this thing is really nice. It's just off-center, which I don't really mind that much. Next, my girlfriend's present to me. 54 Phil Rizzuto in a 7. Beautiful looking card. Again, it's off-center, but the condition is right where I want it to be. It's close to mint. That is a beautiful looking card. So I think I have, with those two Hall of Famers, I've got 9 in the 54 set. We're gonna run through some commons real quick, all near mint and above. Sorry if the camera's messing up. Clem Labine, beautiful. And then another thing my girlfriend got me was these cleaning cloths. And I had purchased some, there's Bill Bruton. I had purchased some new card savers, so I went through all my 54s, put them in all new card savers, cleaned them all. Had a blast the last 2 days doing this. Gotta love Christmas. Dick Cole. Al Sima. Luke Easter. So I have 49 now, 49 1954 cards. I do have some 56s coming in, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have around 21 to go, maybe less. I'm in another auction, so we'll see about that. Preacher Row. Yeah, these cards, I'm sure they were pretty clean, but in my mind, after cleaning them, they look even better. Plus, they're in those new card savers. No more writing on them. Let's see here. Here we go. Ray Jablonski. And then Cal Hogue. Beautiful condition. That one's near mint. Most of them are near mint. I got a few sprinkled in that are near mint. Marian Fricano. All right, now on to my favorite athlete. His quote-unquote rookie card. This is Bas Rutten. Fought in Pancrase, UFC, 2 fights in the UFC. He is the UFC heavyweight champion, and then he semi-retired. He came back a few years later and fought once in a smaller show, but yeah, Bas Rutten's my favorite athlete of all time. I was a big fan of his. I still am, even though he don't fight anymore. But I remember back then, you didn't have the opportunity to watch all the fights live, especially when he was fighting in Japan. One time, I got a pay-per-view, and I was so excited. This must have been like 96, 97 or so. And I was so excited, and then came the event Saturday, and guess what? It wasn't working. I was like, what the heck's going on? Well, Monday, I went and talked to him, and I was the only one to order that pay-per-view. Because back then, nobody knew about Pancrase in Japan. They had no idea. But anyways, he finished off his career with like 23 straight wins or something. He was unbelievable. He was from a kickboxing background, and he kind of was self-taught in grappling. He told a story where he'd be laying in bed, and he was so obsessed that he would dream about new moves, and then he'd wake up and wake his wife up and try it out on his wife. So that's just the type of person he was. And, you know, there's a lot of information I could go on, but I don't know how much you guys want to hear about Bas Rutten. Anyways, that's from a baseball magazine from Japan. That's the name of the magazine, is Baseball Magazine. I know. So I guess you'd get them inside the magazine. I know there's sets. I was looking at a Pancrase set. You could buy a whole set, but I'm guessing these all came like right inside the magazine. Anyways, I'll quit on that. I'll show you a couple more. I got another one. This is, I think, third year. Yeah, third year. This is Sparkling Fighters. Another baseball magazine card from Japan. Really nice. It's like almost like a refractor type card. I love the back on this one. I gotta show you the back on the other one. There he is fighting. They had a little bit different rules in Pancrase. There's the intensity of him before one of his matches. The other guy back in the day that I was a huge fan of, and still am, is Kazushi Sakuraba. He was a very popular fighter from Japan in late 90s, early 2000s. Unbelievable. Yeah, he had a lot of losses. Once he got knocked out a couple times against this guy named Vanderlei Silva. I'm sure some of you have heard of. He kind of went downhill, I think. Anyways, this is his, let's see, is this his second year? I think it might be his second year. I do have his rookie coming, but this is probably one of his first fights. I don't know if this was an actual, I don't recognize that. It might have been a pro wrestling match. In Japan, they do a lot of pro wrestling mixed fights. They're kind of like shoot fights, or I can't remember what they're called, but they're fake, but they look real. It's a weird culture they have in Japan where it's almost like it doesn't matter if it's real or not. In some cases, like some of the, back in the 90s, I remember there's a rings organization, and they'd have real fights and they'd have fake fights, and they'd have pro wrestling. And so it's a little bit different. I'm not sure how the fans seemed like they liked it all. They didn't care. But that's going to do it for today. I don't know if my intro came on or not. That was just, maybe I'll have a separate video if it's not on this one, but I was just playing around. Obviously, it doesn't make sense, so if you want to poke fun, go ahead. I don't care. Anyways, until next time, take care.